Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of State of Survival with Sticky Fang Gaming. In today's video, we're going to talk about the brand new Chief gear that is currently being tested in the PTR servers, and I have screenshots to kind of give you an insider's look of what to expect in the next upcoming weeks. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, as we all know, the current top gear of the game is a Dominator, and that is a legendary triple plus tier gear. It looks like they're currently going 2 levels above that with Destructive and Devastating, which will be considered Immortal and Immortal Plus gear. Now, considering that Dominator has been the top gear in the game for about a year and a half, almost 2 years now, and that is a legendary triple plus, it's only safe to assume that eventually they're going to come out with Immortal Double Plus and Immortal Triple Plus, which means that this Destructive and Devastating gear is just the beginning. So with that being said, let's go ahead and look at some details in regards to this brand new gear that they're about to release. So looking at a more detailed view, we're going to be looking at the helmet. So this is an infantry buff item, and obviously there's about a 13% stat buff increase if you advance from the legendary triple plus into the immortal. And so with like the pants, the shoes, the weapons, etc., there's going to be 6 of these in total. And so you can get quite a nice little stat buff, but look at the requirements. The enhanced requirements is 250 chief gear designs, which kind of sucks because if you're a free-to-play player, this is going to be very difficult for you to get because these items are specifically for like buy only. And even besides that, if you look to the right of the screen, you see the reactive bulletproof module. Each gear, so all 6 of the chief gears that are being upgraded into the immortal, also comes with 3 separate slots for these modules. And there's different modules for each chief gear, which I'll kind of show you here in a second. And you need to have the alloy, the adhesive, and the toolbox for those. So this can get really pricey really quickly. The alloy, the adhesive, and the toolbox you can grind out from different events and stuff. But those tactical gear designs are not going to be easy to get. Right now, if you look in the bundles without any special pack or any special day where they release something like limited time sale or something like that, you only get 20 chief gear designs or tactical gear designs for, you get 20 for $5. And so you do the math. 20 for $5, you need 250 for each tier chief gear that you're trying to upgrade. And that is just for the flat out plain first level of Immortal. We're going to take a look at the Immortal Plus here in a second, but I just want to go ahead and just kind of show you how this is going to get really pricey for you really quickly if you are a spender and you're planning to get this like day 1 edition. So let's go ahead and look at the other modules for the other little slots here for the chief gear. So we're still on the helmet Immortal gear in the middle slot, and this one is called Optical Camouflage Coating. You can see the requirements needed for the alloy, adhesive, and toolboxes, and it doesn't really give you a huge stat buff, but I'm pretty sure that you can enhance these. I'm not in the PTR, so I'm not sure. These are just screenshots sent to me, and it's just going to get very, very pricey very quickly. I don't care how long you've been saving up. There's no way that you just have this amount of alloy, adhesive, and toolboxes saved up for, what, 18 different little slots, because 6 chief gears times 3, you have to have like a lot of this saved up. Let's go ahead and look at the last slot for each new Immortal chief gear. So this last slot is called the synthetic fiberboard, and the requirements are very similar. They all change a little bit based off of which one it is, I guess, but you can go ahead and see on the screen the requirements for the alloy, adhesive, and the toolboxes. And so just looking at this is going to be for all 6 pieces of Immortal gear. Just think about that. All 6 pieces of Immortal gear. And I'm not even sure that if, let's say you upgrade to Immortal 2, will they transfer over to Immortal 2? And again, I really do believe that these are probably going to be able to be enhanced, because if you think about it, if they're only 3% buffs, is that really worth it? They're probably going to be like synthetic fiberboard level 1, 2, 3, whatever. I'm not sure. I'm just thinking out loud here, but that's what I'm thinking, because 3% buff is not enough for me to be spending so much alloy, adhesive, and toolboxes, even if it is 18 different pieces. And lastly, let's go ahead and look at what it takes to go from Immortal Plus, or Immortal 1, Immortal, just the basic Immortal gear, to the Immortal Plus. So this is Immortal going into Immortal Plus, and as you can see here, it goes from 98.73% stat buff to 111% stat buff. Now this can get a little bit interesting, because if you take it from just the straight up legendary triple plus to the Immortal Plus, if you just go do both upgrades at once on all 6 gears, that can get you quite a bit of a stat buff, and that can put you ahead of maybe that other person who's maxed out, or someone else who is a spender or just isn't able to get this gear. I know I won't be getting this gear, but look at the enhanced requirements. 260 tactical gear designs, and that is going to be per piece of gear, so that is 260 times 6. And then if you look on the right hand side, I really believe you're gonna have to recraft those synthetic fiberboards for this new gear, which is crazy to me. So all that crafting you just did for the basic Immortal, you have to redo again for the synthetic fiberboard just to get those buffs again. And I don't know, it just seems like a lot to me. This is what you guys have to expect if you want to continue playing State of Survival. You can grind out possibly if you want to, but I'm 99% sure that as of right now, as I'm making this video, there is no way to get those tactical gear designs besides paying for them. So again, I'm just trying to relay the information. If this is something that you're into and you want to get it day one, by all means, go for it. I personally will not be getting this gear, but I am more than happy to share this information with you all. And I was able to get my hands on this little mini spreadsheet here to show you exactly how much of each resource you'll need for this gear for destructive and devastating. So for the Immortal Plus, the Immortal Plus, and it's going to be 2.2 million advanced alloy, 22,000 adhesive, almost 6,000 chief gear tools, and then about 9,180 tactical gear designs. And I can tell you right now, I just did the math really quick. If you go straight off of the bundles, which I know most of us do wait for like the deals and whatnot, but if you just go straight for the bundles that are in the store right now, it'll cost you anywhere between $2,500 to $3,000 just for the tactical gear designs alone. So that's pretty crazy to me, but I'm just relaying the information to you guys, and this is what you should expect in the next upcoming weeks. These numbers are actually not even final, because a lot of times from what I see when I do the PTR server is that when they do release it in the actual game, they buff up the numbers a little bit. So it may cost more tactical gear designs or more chief gear tools or whatever's the case to give them a better profit. So that $2,500 to $3,000 that I mentioned earlier, maybe more. I've never seen it to where it's actually less. So, excuse me. This is the new chief gear that you guys are going to be expected to have to buy if you want to stay at the top in your state, or if you want to continue winning state versus state or water raid. And yeah, I just want to share it with you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're like me and you're just pretty much done with the game and you just want to play with your friends, then don't worry about this gear, guys. Don't let this deter you from playing. Log on, do your dailies, chat with your friends, enjoy the game. Don't stress out about this. Just realize that those high-end players are probably going to buy this day one or week one or whatever is the case, and they're going to probably stomp you in the most important events. But at the end of the day, this is a mobile game. It's all about having fun, and I'm going to continue having fun without this new, super expensive, unnecessary gear. And until next time, guys, this has been another episode of State of Survival with Sticky Fang Gaming.